Okay, today is Thursday and I'm making a video of my thrift finds because there was absolutely nothing in the box. I went to the Goodwill bins, I went to the Salvation Army, and I also went to Target in that particular order. So the Goodwill bins I got there a little on the early side, and there was quite a few people there because I think they wanted to know exactly what the new prices were going to be for the Goodwill bins. Pretty much everything across the board went up 50 cents. So it doesn't matter what you got. So if you went and got books, which are separate from the weight items, that's another 50 cents per book. The kids' books only went up 10 cents. The records and the DVDs did not zoom up in price. They stayed the same. But you know, so it's now $2.79 a pound, I think, instead of $2.29 a pound, which is kind of distressing because, you know, it only benefits people that are getting something like 25 pounds or something or more of stuff, and it's really hard for me to find that kind of stuff. Really pretty crazy. So we'll get into what I found very, very quickly here. In no particular order, I found this Jurassic World Velociraptor Blue. So there's that one there. It's made by Mattel. I don't know if these were very expensive. These are probably around $6 or $7 probably. Even believe me, that's kind of how toys are. I went to the toy aisle on Target and things are up there in price. So it looks like it's all more or less complete. It'd be a birthday or Christmas present. These are the kind of things that don't have a huge resale value, but they're great for, you know, finding things when you need them, you know, for that sort of thing. What else do we have here? I got a few other things here. I found some colored pencils here. My whole bill was, I think, $2.50. I just had my sheet of paper here, $2.50 something. I think it was $2.53 for everything, so, you know, a little over $2.50. Nice pencil set with some nice sayings. How do you get so strong? You're better than coffee. Your dedication is impressive. You radiate confidence. You warm up any room. You make it look easy. You're such a good friend. Your heart is so big. Everybody's rooting for you, and you're actual sunshine. All of which are things that Darth Vader did not ever say in Star Wars. So, really kind of cool pencil set. That'll probably be a birthday gift for somebody. I got two German books. The first one is Zeugs im Süßi, Neue Rechtschreibung mit Comics, Lesson Lernen, kangaroo book. Jungs sind eben schlauer und starker. Ooh, boy, that's something you don't say to her. No, I don't know. I know a little bit of German. It's just been such a, hamburger. So I guess they went into the city for a hamburger. That's cool. For mich das Gleiche bitte. For me, something please. I don't know what Gleiche, I forgot what Gleiche means, but and then von der lasse ich mich doch nicht unterkriegen. So I'm not really sure exactly what all that is about, but bitte 2 colas, 2 large hamburgers, zweimal pommes, that's maybe fries or something, and 2 Apfeltaschen. So apple pies or something, or apple strudels, I don't know what that is. I don't know what Apfeltaschen is, but anyway, that's a cool book there. And then what's not cool is this goofy Raumaft. These actually came from the Salvation Army instead of the Goodwill bins. I forgot to mention that. They're just kind of in no particular order here. Walt Disney Lustige Rhyme Parade, and shame on Frau Ingerson, because she's written throughout the entire book all the translations of what the things are. I mean, that's not fair. Ruined the book for me. It only cost me 50 cents, so I'll probably read that, look at it for a little bit, and maybe give it off to somebody who likes Disney that's just not really worried about condition. And that is what that one is all about here. Kind of got ahead of myself and went to the next store there. I also got a t-shirt. One of these corporate t-shirts that they have in the dollar pile at Salvation Army. It's the nice thing that they do, because if you physically need actual shirts and clothes, they have clothes for those people who can't afford anything else. But those shirts have stayed there for a long time. So when I go to the bins, I try to, you know, get bubble wrap if they would let me have it for free, and some of the clerks let me have it for free, so that's always good. They get free boxes. That's the least that they can do, and I cut those in half and use them for packaging, so that's really cool. Sometimes I can find brand new birthday cards there, so that's really pretty cool, but I don't have a nephew having a birthday anytime soon. And then I got bubble mailers. Those are always good to have there. And then this is kind of the coolest thing here. This is Mike Smith, jockey Mike Smith. I don't know if he's a good autograph signer, but that would be an amazing thing for Mike Smith to sign. It says Kneeland, Spring Meeting 2006, Lexington, Kentucky, if I can enunciate. It says CJW. It's not actually autographed there, and Mike Smith right there. There was a folder for this, but I was trying to keep the costs down. And, you know, probably, this is a long thing. This is a big item, so I don't know what it would cost me. Probably $4 to ship it off and $4 back. So if Mike Smith is a good signer, I might send that off to him, because that would look really amazing signed. That's really, really cool, this special limited edition print type thing there. I know there should be some other stuff here, but let's get to Target here. So I went to those two thrift stores, and then I went to Target, and I've got some pictures to show here, hopefully soon. I got issues with the computer, and I just don't know how to, it's not easy for me to splice in pictures. But anyway, so I go to Target, and Target has really clean restrooms. That's one thing, that if you go to Target, they usually have really clean restrooms. So if you need those, that's always a plus, to wash your hands, what have you. And then you head right directly to the cards in the way back. And I usually go to the cards first, but this time I decided to look at the media. So I wanted to look at I just took a quick look at the toys. I looked at the records, because people have been finding greatly discounted records at their Targets, and I found none of that. One of the craziest things is I found a shelf full of Adele records. I don't understand, because they didn't have these Adele records last time I was there, but there's a huge whole shelf full of Adele records that were printed by the bajillions that ruined, she and Taylor Swift, I guess, ruined the whole backlog of all the record pressings, and they still can't sell any of those. It's absolutely ridiculous. They were marked down 50% off, but I already have Adele's album. I think it's the same one. I picked it up at a record store for 10 bucks. You know, it was dirt cheap, and I said, you know what, I gotta have that for 10 bucks. So, no sense of me paying 12 or 14 bucks or whatever it was for a record that I already have. So that's really ridiculous. And then everything else was full price. So the Adele was the only one that was on sale. Adele was the only one that was on sale. So, and I went to Target's clearance areas, and they have really pretty much nothing. Then I said, aha, it's time to go to the card section here. And there's a sign there. You'll get to see what the sign says in a moment here. I haven't looked at the pictures on my phone yet. But there weren't any cards. There's no point even having a sign saying limit X amount of cards per person per day or whatever, because there's absolutely zero cards. Not even a single scratch of cards there. It was like, just remove the whole section. As I mentioned in my previous video, a local store called Bi-Mart, BI-Mart, they've been around since the 70s, or I think 70s or early 80s. It's a big, huge Northwest chain on the west coast of the United States here. You know, Washington, Oregon. I think they might be Idaho, and I'm not sure if they've fallen down in California, but they too have also gotten rid of their card section. They said, you know, we absolve ourselves from any baseball cards, and that will make it so much easier. They put flower bulbs there, which are nice and cheery, but doesn't do anything for me for cards. So when I don't have cards at Target, when I don't have cards at Walmart's or Bi-Mart's, when I don't have cards at the Goodwills, because they all go off to some sort of further distribution center most of the time, and when I don't have cards at card shows, and one of my card shops is basically modern cards only, and I don't have any kind of vintage. This is why I do 99.999% of all my card shopping on the internet, and I just pay whatever I'm told to pay, because that's what I can do. But I had a fun trip otherwise, you know, price-wise, you know. I basically, you know, somebody said, well, how's the Goodwill prices going to affect you? I said, it isn't, because I can go to other thrift stores. I mean, yes, technically it would affect me for some small type of things there, but I can split my time between Goodwills and other thrift stores, and I can broaden my horizons. So, you know, I live near two very affordable thrift stores. One of them even has, you know, free books. And then there's a record store that's down by me. They open up really late in the afternoon, but, you know, if I'm bored, I could do some late in-town type of stuff. And look through their dollar records. I don't need to pay $1.29 through Goodwill's. There was a whopping 2 records in the entire store. One was Johnny Cash, and the other one was Styx. And would you believe somebody grabbed both of them? I did not want Styx, and I did not want Johnny Cash. He said the record's in really good condition, the covers are not. I said they're all yours, have at it, and we had a good laugh and chuckle about those. But he grabbed two records that no one was ever going to grab. The Johnny Cash one, because the corner was clipped and it was some sort of soundtrack record, and then the other one was just a beat-up Styx album that nobody has any business buying. So that is my thrift trip deal here. I'll either put the pictures in when I'm talking about them, or I'll put them at the end of the video. And let me know how shopping is where you're at if you have difficulty finding stuff, and thank you for watching.